Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Full Trap here. Coming at you with game number 5 of this best of 7 series between SK Telecom and MBC. This is possibly the deciding match to see if SK Telecom can close it out and win the finals against MBC game, or if Julyzerg, there he is on your screen right now, maybe the best Zerg of the early era, the 2004, 5, 6, maybe 6, maybe 2006. He wasn't quite as dominant, but extremely solid Zerg player nonetheless. Can he close out this game and keep things alive for MBC game, or can Canata actually finish the series and win it? Win it all. MBC game, the hero team they've won, 8 games to get here, even to just get to the finals, right? They had to beat KT, they had to beat CJ, and here they are in the grand finals, and to be shut down by SK Telecom would be pretty heartbreaking for them, but it's not over yet. Canata, if you're not familiar, is going to be the blue Terran player, and Julyzerg is going to be the Zerg player. See, Julyzerg, he's Julyzerg, he's not the Zerg, so it's not obnoxious. Also, Julyzerg is good. The Zerg is pretty good, actually. It's not Julyzerg good, though. Julyzerg is a legend. Who wins tournaments in July, interestingly enough. I don't think he planned that. I don't think he's like, you know what, I'm going to play a little bit badly. I'm going to be really, really good at this game, and I'm going to play a little bit badly in tournaments that don't end in July, just to make sure that I only win the July tournaments so I can keep it in good, keep the name thing solid, I don't think that was his strategy. Anyway, I did, by the way, I edited Wikipedia to change it so it says Junitas instead of Shark in the other one, but I tried to change it. Remember in the thing here, where is it? In the format, it says STX Soul was second place instead of CJ. I tried to change that, and I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to edit the data set. It's not embedded as actual words. It's anyway. If anyone is a Wikipedia pro, let me know what I need to do, or you can go change it yourself, I suppose. Anyway, we got 2 barracks here, player from Canata. Very standard here. I think 2006 is like kind of where the transition, like before 2005 and earlier, like 2 barracks was very, very standard. And I think later on in like 2007, 8, it was not standard to go for 2 barracks play. It was kind of a rush strategy against Zerg. And so at some point in the interim there, I'm not sure precisely when, it changed over from what was the meta. And so, wow, okay, whoa, interesting. 2 barracks into command center before building a marine. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting to see. I wasn't paying too much attention because I was too busy talking about Julyzerg's name. Did he scout this? Did he see the barracks? And that's why this is like a response to him scouting it. Like, did he see the barracks and he's like, oh, I better prepare for a rush. And then Kanata's like, ha ha ha. Actually, it's a fake rush into an expansion. I'm not sure if he actually saw it or not. Julyzerg has gone for a pretty decent economy as well. This could be theoretically even a response to Julyzerg getting some econ or something like that. I don't know. Just off the top of my head, but I'm not sure if that makes too much sense. Zergling's gonna come in here. This is the scoutling. He's gonna see it. The Marines are off duty, and his 1ling is gonna get in here and find the SCV and actually chase the SCV away. Oh man, wouldn't that be like a million head play if he now cancels the command center and had a 3rd barracks in the background? How crazy would that be? Looks like he's just gonna finish that command center though. Or I guess not. He wouldn't want a 3rd barracks necessarily, but I guess he would need a 3rd barracks to catch up because he hasn't been producing Marines because he was making the command center. I don't know. Anyway, point being though, we're gonna have a little bit of an econ game here, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we got 3 hatcheries for July. We've got these 2 bases for Canata. This is on the map, which I forgot. I forgot the map. Which map is this on? Let me check, sorry. I had it up and I removed it because I was trying to fix the Wikipedia. This is on Arcadia. That's right, Arcadia. I'll pull up Arcadia here for a second so we can just see what's going on. So this is probably why we see Julyzerg going for this 3rd base. You can see it's like, you know, in the top left, there's this extra expansion, and then there's the choke point that kind of covers both the expansions. So getting that extra expansion makes a lot of sense. It's only a mineral only for that 3rd, but it's a very, very strong play to do that. Curious to see if Canata goes for anything like that as well. He's just got, because he's taking this extra base, he's just got a choke point. He doesn't have a ramp to defend. He's just a choke point to defend. So a little bit dangerous, but we're going to go into what we have known and loved it for many generations as typical Zerg play. He's going for this Spire first. Going to go for Mutalisk Harass into other stuff. You can see there's that kind of jagged or diagonal line of sunken colonies in that spot to kind of protect against the diagonal opening of the choke point there. So it's a nice little defense. Kanata's pushing out with a little squad here. I think this is just the this is the typical stuff, you know. This is not a major attack by Canata, I don't think. This is just the kind of push out. I gotta show you some Marines so you can make some sunken colonies, and then we'll both go home and play No Rush 10. I think. Am I wrong? The Kreencasters are getting excited that Stim is about to finish. No. Okay. I just heard the Kreencasters getting excited, and then they showed the Marines going away, and the Kreencaster was like, oh, yeah, okay. I don't know if the volume's up high enough for you guys to have heard that, but I was like, am I wrong about this? Is he actually going to attack? Because the Kreencasters were spooking me. They did a spook on me. They did a fool. They did a fool him. So yeah, Julyzerg's going to have a lot of Mutalisks here pretty soon. He's got 4 hatcheries, I think, actually, at this point. And is that a 5th hatchery? Yeah, 5th hatchery. Wow. Julyzerg going heavy macro off of these. I mean, he's got 3 bases, and you know, even just because one of them doesn't have gas doesn't mean it doesn't get some money for you. So he's going to be producing a lot of units here, and you know, this is really strong. This is a really, I mean, Julyzerg, he's able to make a lot out of a little. Even if he's going to get a 4th base, is that what he's doing? I mean, Canata has 2 bases, so I guess, like, he's feeling like that 3rd base was, like, just a bonus base because it's within his area, and I don't know. I think it's a 4th base. That's gutsy, though. Starport going down now for Canata. Does he have enough turrets up? He's just trying to get turrets up. These Mutalisks are a little bit slow. They've been kind of, like, working their way across the map. The turrets are just gonna be able to get up in time. Actually, a little bit late there for that first volley in the main. But it doesn't matter too much. He's going into the natural, getting some shots on the turrets there. He is gonna, oh yeah, it's gonna burn down, nice. So he's gonna open up a little bit of a pocket here where he can micro against these units. And looks like Julyzerg, so this is really interesting. We've done a lot of games from like 2004-5, and I've talked about how Mutalisk clumping was not a thing until 2006, right? Well, now we're seeing it in use. Julyzerg utilizing this new in 2006 micro, where he's clumping up his Mutalisks to do single volley shots at these units to pick them off one by one. And you know, the way to deal with this has not been really figured out yet. Well, I guess there's no way to deal with it actually, but it's still very powerful at this stage. You know, it's a new tactic. You know, it's like if in any other game, like I'm thinking like Age of Empires 4, or actually like Civilization. Like when you get to that new tech era, your new units are like just way better than their opponents, right? And this is like a tech up point in the meta of Zerg versus Terran, where the Zerg is stronger, I think. And actually he's going in with a lot of Mules and Lings there on the ground. He needs to fall back. That's a lot of Marines. Only a few medics there, but it's enough. It looks like he is going to be able to buy time for these lurkers to get up, though. That may have been the entire point there, is just to stop him in his tracks. Canata did keep moving as soon as he was able to, though. But now he's kind of stalled out in the middle here. Julyzerg is distracting him, and he has distracted him long enough for those lurkers to get in play. He's going to surround the Marines with the Zerglings. Actually, it wasn't a very good surround. The Marines are going to be able to fall back away from the burrowed lurkers. The lurkers not even firing a shot. Brilliant micro by Canata. Very well done on his part. Julyzerg does have that 4th base up, though, in the bottom left. So he's going to be able to get that 3rd gas going. Still got those bonus minerals coming in as well. I think it's actually not even, let's just check real quick. I think it's only, yeah, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, it's only 6 mineral patches on that 3rd base. So it's like kind of a half of an expansion basically, but it's still, so he's gonna be at 3.5 bases. Kanata's gonna be at 2. It's a decent place to be in for Canata, I would say. Assuming that he can keep putting on pressure onto Julyzerg. Although, actually, look at this. Julyzerg getting a 5th base. What? Okay, now Canata needs to do some punishing right now, or he needs to like expand himself right now. Otherwise, he's gonna fall behind to this massive economy. And Julyzerg, Julyzerg's crazy, man. He can do so much off of a tiny economy. He can make 2 base play or even 1 base play work really well and just makes 1 million units even though he doesn't have an economy. When he has an economy, he makes 1 million billion units. And here he comes trying to push into Kanata's natural expansion area through that choke point. Lots of lings, lots of lurkers. The mutas are overhead as well. He's pushing in, but there's still some Marines. He's got several tanks in the background as well, and they're actually doing significant damage. Oh, and he pops the lurkers in the background. The lings have run out, and the last lurker retreats to tell the tale. And, well, he doesn't need to tell the tale because the Zerg are connected through the overmind, so, you know, they all knew the tale anyways. But if for some reason, never mind. Anyways, that one lurker's gonna escape, and so that was a lot of army that Julyzerg just kind of, he didn't throw it away. He killed some stuff, but I think he was probably expecting to overrun Canata right there. He didn't actually overrun him. Those tanks were the MVPs of this of that defense, basically. Not, a little bit skimpy on the Marine count still. I wonder where Julyzerg's mutas had got. It looked like he didn't have all of his mutas there in that attack, but some of them may have just died. They may have died earlier or something like that. But just halfway through the battle, I was like, wait, he doesn't have a lot of mutalisks there, but he has A-moved them. So now he's lost those mutalisks. He cannot harass with them anymore because they are dead. Which sounds like I've been listening to since I've been traveling. I've been listening to Dirk Gently, which is a Douglas Adams novel, and it seems like the kind of thing that Douglas Adams would say. He was not quite able to accomplish the task that he set out to be, the task he set out to, because he was dead. Anyway, yeah, so Kanata's held, but he's still in trouble because look at that. Julyzerg's already got another huge army, right? He needs to actually do something to Julyzerg's economy. Otherwise, he's going to get that second half expansion, which is actually, I guess, better for the Terran than for the Zerg because, you know, it's minerals only, but that means more Marines, which is really great. You kind of have your vessels and your tanks as the bonus, the support troops, and the Marines are the main troops, right? Whereas the gas units are kind of the most important parts of the Zerg army. So this might be a pretty decent little grab for Canata to get that extra base. It's like Kanata's it's like half a base for Julyzerg, and it's like 2/3 of a base for Canata. I don't know. I guess you do want your tanks and your vessels, of course, obviously. He's pushing out into the middle map here. He might be trying to secure some ground to make sure that it's hard for Julyzerg to pin him in. And also he might be thinking about trying to take another base somewhere. On the side right, maybe? I'm not sure. Hive is being morphed right now, ladies and gentlemen, for Julyzerg. He's got those 4 gases. He's got 4 gases. He's got a bunch of minerals. 4 gases. Oh man, 4 gas Julyzerg is just a scary thought. It's just a scary thought. If he can get the hive tech up. Now there is a moment. Oh, he just loses that vessel for free, unfortunately. Vessel could have kept running to the side for another half second and would have survived with the Marines covering fire, but instead he loses 1 vessel. He still has a couple left. He's just using them. I mean, this is kind of still well, not pre-SKT entirely, but this is, oh no, some lings are gonna come in the side. Oh no, what the heck? He actually got on top of the tanks and then ran away from them. He might have been able to kill 1 or 2 tanks. Instead, he just loses those lings. Anyway, he wanted to try and save them, I guess, obviously. But this is not quite SK Terran style. He's still got the tanks mixed in, which was the standard early style of play. But he's starting to get a lot of those tanks. It's going to be good against the lurkers and obviously against the lings as well. And it's kind of like you know, if he gets ultralists or something like that, you need tanks, right? So he's kind of already got the tanks in play, but hold on a sec. Julyzerg is moving out with a lot of forces. This is 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, 8A, 9A, 10A. Lots of units coming in here, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it looks like he only had like 5 or 6 control groups, but he's moved in very close. He finally gets the lurkers on top of the Marines. He's going to do significant damage, but no! The tanks just annihilating all of the lurkers. The Marines doing significant work of their own in defending themselves against the lurker fire, and he actually takes out everything. More vessels are going to die for free, it looks like. Actually, no, the Scourge just... Nope, they do kill it off. The Scourge AI kind of screwed up, but he does actually get it there. And so Canata's now pushing into Julyzerg's natural expansion. You can have all the economy in the world, but if you lose all your main, then you're gonna still lose the game if you lose all your tech. He's trying to defend this extra expansion at the bottom as well. Nice little jab here with these Marines. Do significant damage. Look at that, just a little squad of Marines taking out all the drones at that expansion. Canata now expanding to the bottom middle as well. Julyzerg desperately trying to mount a defense here. I bet he thought that was gonna overwhelm Canata, but it didn't. He still has 5 tanks left, supported by vessels, supported by medic Marines. Sorry, the sunken colonies go down. Nice move by Canata to push forward to try and force the burrow of the lurkers early. It didn't quite work, but he still had room to fall back though when the lurkers did burrow, and he was able to kill them off with the tanks. And now he's pushing in here. Oh, lurkers coming from behind as well, from the bottom, getting polished off as well by the tanks. Oh no, if maybe if he coordinated that with the lurkers coming from the bottom and the top at the same time, instead of the bottom, the top, and then the bottom, and then the top again, and the tank's just getting to have a shooting gallery here and pick them off little by little. But he is finally going to polish off those Marines, which means he's going to be able to get those lurkers in close enough to actually deal damage to the tanks. But the next wave is coming, and the tanks are tiered even farther back. But no, without the Marines there, the Zerglings are able to polish off those last few tanks. So is Julyzerg going to hold here? He lost the drones at 1 base, but he still has 4 bases up and running. Canata has 2.5 or 3, however you want to say it, as well though. So he might just be able to power through here. He's just stimming in against these lurkers, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's on the line here. If Julyzerg loses this push, he will lose the game, and he will lose this series for his team. SK Telecom will be the winners of the round 1 championship, or the round 1, I guess it is a championship of sorts. If Julyzerg doesn't hold this somehow, some way, he's got the Defiler Mound. Maybe if he's got Consume upgraded right now, he can lose this 3rd base and somehow pull off some Dark Swarms to get back in this. But it is just barely balanced on a knife's head here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is falling towards the side of Canata right now. He's pushing, he's all the way into Julyzerg's natural expansion. I don't know if there's any way Julyzerg can hold this off, even with some Dark Swarms right now. But that's the only thing that it could be, is Dark Swarms right now with some emergency units in the back that I don't see happening. I don't see those emergency units. Yeah, he's hatching hatching Hydralisks out, and they're just gonna go ahead and die. And it looks like Canata is probably gonna be taking this game, ladies and gentlemen. Canata trying to defend a nice little attack at that bottom middle expansion, but I don't think he really needs it. I don't think he needs it because he's just killing everything. He's just killing all Julyzerg stuff, and he's taking another expansion to the top right, looking cool as a cucumber there while he does it. The lurkers are popping on top of the ramp. Is there a Defiler somewhere? Is there a Defiler somewhere? Defiler at the top of the ramp. Lurkers going in with Lings right now is what he needs to maybe hold off some semblance of a defensive strategy, and nope, it's too late. He's broken through. He's broken through. There is a Defiler there. Is he gonna be able, he's gonna get 1 swarm mound, and the Marines are just gonna be like, all right, peace out. We already killed all your stuff. We don't need to tango with the lurker underneath that swarm. That little Marine was doing a victory dance there for a second. And the one Defiler at the bottom does get irradiated. He puts down a defensive swarm, but guess what? There's nothing underneath that swarm, so I think Kanata's just gonna walk right through it and continue to deal the damage. Julyzerg's mined out in his main as well, so he's lost all 3 mining bases at the top left. He still has never replaced the drones at this bottom right expansion. He's only mining the bottom left main, and his production is in tatters. And the SK Telecom team are laughing and smiling. They know that they have won it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're going to see maybe one last-ditch effort by Julyzerg to kind of push out and do some damage, but Canata, I think, is too far ahead. I think it's just too far ahead right now. Canata has like 4 bases, 5 bases. There's the GG! SK Telecom take the game and take the series. MBC game 4-0'd KTF. They 4-2'd CJ, and here they come and they get dominated in return. 4-1 in exchange, and Canata running and giving a leaping hug to his coach. Another leaping hug to his teammates. Some conciliatory claps on the back for the NBC game coach. Obviously very disappointing for them to get all the way to the finals. Hard fought. After getting the 4th position, by 1 game, and then fighting your way through all the way to the finals to get to SK Telecom and then losing in the final match. What a disappointment. But SK Telecom definitely deserve it. That is for sure. So, and a couple little, I'm gonna look at the page here now. So a couple little fun facts for you guys. The round 1 has its own sort of winners. The MVP of the season was Silver, who's a Zerg player for We Made Fox. I think they had a different name back then. Canata actually got the finals MVP by beating Julyzerg, beating kind of one of the aces, basically, of NBC game. He got the MVP, and the Rookie of the Year for the whole season was actually Jaedong. So this is where Jaedong was starting to come out. So Jaedong was the Rookie of the Year for season round 1. So interesting thing there. So again, that's the end of the first set of serieses. Look at this, they're analyzing the game afterwards. See how he lost, unfortunate. So NBC game, and again, it says Seoul on the left. I wasn't able to edit that, it should say CJ. That's the first season. So now I'm gonna change, can I change this? Where it says champion. Here we go. Let's do this. SKT. Okay, that didn't work at all. Well, it didn't work as much as I wanted to. All right. Do that. There we go. There we go. That works. So now SKT is going to be going up against the second, the winner of the second set of serieses. So again, it's going to start with MBC game, one win behind, getting in 4th place again, and SKT is not even in the. Well, it doesn't matter that they're not in the finals of the playoffs of the next season because they are already in the finals. So MBC game is going to be going up against Hanbit Stars. And then if they win, they're going to go against Oz, and if they win, they're going to have to go against CJ to get the round 2 championship, to get a rematch against SK Telecom. But the rematch could be against, well, it wouldn't be a rematch. The match could be SK Telecom against any of those 4 teams. And we could see, CJ has the last game. They only have to win 1 series against the winner of the other 2 series in order to take the actual final Pro League championship for the whole season, which was split into 2 rounds for some reason. Anyway, so, and it's just cool to see how close they were also. It's interesting to look, and I think I pointed this before, but SK Telecom getting 1st place with the most points in the first section, and then in the second section actually getting 4 and 6, not doing very well at all. Whereas Oz getting 3-7 record and reversing and going 7-3 in the second round, probably in part due to Jaedong. He was already the MVP of the first round. But anyway, yeah, so that's gonna do it for the first part. The first part of the championships, I guess. So we have our first series settled. We're gonna have 3 more best of 7s to determine the next round winner, and then we have 1 final best of 7 for the absolute grand finals. We got so many finals, we're gonna have finals coming out of our ears, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's been fun to cast this stuff. It's cool to see this stuff from 2006 because it is like a transition point between some of these older games that I've been casting from 2004-5 and the meta that I know and love from 2007-8-9. and this is kind of a transitionary point, and we'll get to see how some of the stuff is same and some is different, and we get to watch some 2v2 matches, and we get to pretend that there's pixels on the screen and all this stuff. Anyway, yeah, fun stuff. They're gonna do some ceremonies and stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if I don't wanna like keep talking through all of it, but maybe I'll just leave. Maybe I'll just leave it up and we can watch some of the ceremony. I'm gonna skip forward though. Maybe we'll just skip through it a little bit here. They're giving bows of thanks and stuff like that. They get the big check. Wait, is that a check? Yes, it is a big check. So they actually got 30. I didn't see very well there. Hold on a sec. 30. It looks like 30 million won, which is about $25,000, if I'm not mistaken. For the team for getting second place. So yeah, there was actually a lot of money on the line for getting to the final. So that means that even though SKT, what is Julyzerg looking at there? Like some kind of, oh, it's like a second place trophy, I guess, or something? Something weird? I don't know. Let's see, is there another check? Would that say 60 million won? Which is about $50,000 goes to SK Telecom team. So significant difference in the payouts there for getting first versus second. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. That's right. I was gonna skip forward a little bit here. So let's see what else we got here. They're admiring the check. What is that? Is that? I'm trying to see here. I think it's 60 million. Could be 50 million. I don't know. There's no pixels on these things. And then there's flowers being given to everyone. This might be them giving out the MVPs or something like that. Because that's Canata. They might be yeah, there he is. He's getting the the finals MVP. So there's all these ceremonies for the stuff I already mentioned. And then there's the endings credit stuff. And that's pretty much it. All right. So yeah, first round down. Got another round to go. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. GG, take care.